Why are we going this way? Why is it automatically pointing at me? Come on, YouTube. All right. What's going on, guys? We are live. I haven't done an alligator feeding live for you guys in a little bit. We got an alligator here. Make sure there's no alligators behind me. But we are live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Some of you guys on Facebook don't know that I got a YouTube. Wild Charles, go out and subscribe on the YouTube too. We're a lot smaller on YouTube. We're at like 2 million on Facebook. So a bunch of you guys, man. I got alligators coming up behind me, man. They're already starting to move around a little bit because they think that there's going to be some food coming through. So leave some comments. I'll read questions and comments and all that stuff off of. Somebody said, Michael says, don't die. Yeah, that's a good thing. You can come out to Colorado Gators. You can meet these alligators in person. These guys out here are all watching. Say hi. You guys say hi. We got all these cool people out here. And oh, look, this alligator's going to go in the water. He's giving up. He says, I might be getting caught. Robin says, hi, Charles and the Gator. Cool, guys. If you like these live streams, make sure you share as much as possible. Hit like. That helps it in the algorithm and everything. And come out to Colorado Gators and follow Colorado Gators. It's been a rough time recently. There was a fire, and the reptile building, unfortunately, has been damaged. So, guys, anything you guys can do to come out and support the park during this time is really, really super important. There is a GoFundMe out there. I'll share that later on. I've shared that in the past, so you guys can search for that for Colorado Gators. And all right, guys, I'm going to hand this off to Andrew so we can get some feeding going on. Right, let's do this. All right, Andrew, point that at some alligators. You guys, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. If there's a question, I'll scroll up. While I'm feeding them, guys, I'm going to try to pay attention to the alligators behind me so that I don't get bit. But I will read your questions afterward. And you guys that are watching out here, I'll answer any of your questions at the end too. So, all right, let's see who's going to come out right here. We got, I'm going to put this over here. I've got 2 pieces of meat probably here. Let's see who's going to come out here. All right, guys. So we got some chicken legs. We're going to see which of this. Oh, this guy's coming out. He's coming out. He's going to be a little bit of a chaser. Now, what I'm doing is I'm tapping him on the nose a little bit. And what that actually lets them know is there's food. They can smell it. It also gets them to open up their mouth. It's not to tease them or anything. Like sometimes people think, oh, it's to tease them. It's not to tease them. It's just to get them to open up. So they go ahead. Oh, come on. There you go. Go ahead and open up. Sometimes they're charging more. And they're like, hey, I'm just going to come at you. But really, I want these guys to go ahead and open up that mouth so that they'll go ahead and I can toss the food in here. Sometimes these guys get excited. Whoa. See, look. Now, I don't have any food in my hands right now, right? You guys better watch. But you guys on the live stream. Make sure you let me know if I get bit. You guys here, make sure you let. Uh-oh. Got another alligator coming from this side. So, gotta watch. It's always the alligator that you don't see. You gotta worry about. Like this guy. This guy hasn't gotten any food yet, though. So let's get this guy some food. Come on, buddy. Now he's missing part of his tail. You see that? At some point in his life, he got bit by another alligator, and he lost part of his tail. Now, I don't want him to go ahead and get Andrew, although Andrew can back him up anyway, but then the live stream would get kind of choppy. Another thing we do, you'll sometimes see me use these sticks like this, right? What we do with this is try to train these guys. We don't hit them with it or anything like that. We try to train them that, hey, when there's a stick in front of you, you're not getting food. Go ahead and stop, right? Wait your turn. We also can kind of traffic direct them right there. So alligators, when you're working with alligators, and this guy's coming for food, so he's not going to show that behavior directly. But a lot of times, if you tap an alligator on this side, like this, he'll turn that way. So we can kind of nudge him a little bit in the armpit there. If I nudge him over here, he's probably going to come over here. Look, he's going to kind of come over here, right? And so we're going to go ahead and give this guy a piece right there. Now they have sensors on the sides of their mouths, guys. They have sensors on the sides of their mouths where these guys can feel when that food hits there, they can feel that vibration and they'll immediately turn towards that food. This one right here is a little skinnier one. I'm happy that this one right here got some food. We're always looking here. One reason why we do come in here and do some of the manual feedings rather than just throwing food over here is so we can pay attention and look, hey, is this guy a little skinnier? Now, I'm also going to watch my back because I got a gator coming up, probably two gators, Andrew, coming up there. Thinking about coming up. They're not up yet. But, yeah, so this little guy right here, I'm glad it's got some food. He's thinking about eating the camera now. Seeing that Andrew's got stuff in his... Oh, there goes the phone. There goes the phone, guys. There goes the phone. What's up? You doing? What are you doing over there? What are you doing? What are you doing? You gonna lunge at me? Don't bite your buddy's tail. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be good. Be good. Be good. All right? You guys can all be good. And they're being pretty good today. They're actually not. As soon as I say that. All right, we're good. No. Nope, you're charging. We don't want that behavior. All right. Sometimes, guys, I gotta move fast on my feet. As you can see. You good, Andrew?
I'm good. Surefire way to get him out of here is to just get behind him. Like that. And that really gets him mad and wants him to go. Come on, big guy.
Well, we don't really want to get him mad. We just want him to kind of go the direction we need him to go.
We need him out away from here if he's going to be pissy and feisty and chasing us.
This guy right here is a chaser, but you know what? And normally like this alligator right here, I probably wouldn't reward him again because he's a chaser. And you can see, like, even right now, look, there's definitely a chase mentality about this gator right here, right? See, if I walk over here, this gator's gonna follow me, right? This gator's a chaser. Now, normally I wouldn't reward that, but look, this gator is a little smaller, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this gator to go ahead and stop for 1 second here. I'm gonna get this gator to stop for 1 second, station at this. Now, hey, you're doing the right behavior. You're being good, right? And you need some food. You look like you could put on some weight. So we'll go ahead and go give them that right there.
Oh.
So now maybe next time, over time, these guys have a brain about the size of a peanut.
That's what that was
But
all
they
about.
do use it, and they can learn the stations. They can learn directions. You can train these guys. You can even get them so chill that you can swim with them. I got videos where I'm swimming around with various alligators. They're so chill that I can just go across the pond. So, but you never want to try to do this with a wild alligator. Obviously, you don't want to feed a wild alligator. Because if you feed a wild alligator, it can't be wild anymore. It'll start chasing. Yeah. So once an alligator gets fed, it'll start doing behaviors like this, right? Once they're doing behaviors like this, then they're a threat to public safety. So in any place in the wild where there's alligators, you never want to feed those alligators because they'll have to be put down, unfortunately, which is really sad. You don't want that, right?
There's one coming up behind you.
All right, Andrew's getting like get circled, so I'm gonna try to get some attention over here so these guys don't eat Andrew. All right, buddy, you guys want to clear out a little bit?
Get a picture, get a picture.
Want to clear out a little bit? I'm gonna clear you out a little bit. I want a little space to move around here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of. Come on. Go this way.
He put his
Oh, come on. Come on.
He's not.
He knows his food, so he's not going far. He's not going far. But we're trying to just clear up a little bit, so we don't want to be totally. I don't want to be totally surrounded by alligators coming from this side, coming by this side all at the same time, because then, you know, I'll be like 4 parts of me, right? There's only 4 parts of me left, right, guys?
That's right.
Are there any questions on the live stream, Andrew?
This
all come through?
is, they're asking if this is in Colorado. This is Colorado Gators.
Yep.
Just north of Alamosa, southern Colorado.
Yeah, and a lot of people will ask, how are these alligators in Colorado? How does that even make any sense, right? Well, the thing with all these alligators is that, oh, there you go. No, come on, buddy. The
We
thing
have
with all these alligators
geothermal
is
water,
it's hot springs.
87 degrees year round.
It's geothermal water. It's actually about 80 degrees all year round, so they never get cold. And about 200 of these are rescues. Most of the alligators here are actually rescue alligators. These are alligators that were former pets. They're alligators that people had in their homes. They got too big and they're like, hey, it'd be cool to have an alligator. Let me put it in my basement. Let me put it in a tub. Uh-oh.
Yes, it does snow up here.
Yeah.
And these alligators will come out of the water to sunbathe on the ice and the snow out here.
Now we got another little guy right there. He actually probably could use some food rather than my foot. Let me go get some food for him, and then I'll try to get him the station too. Because he's definitely a chaser.
Is there a reason you're not wearing shoes?
I was just in the other pond feeding.
Okay.
So with the biggest one, Elvis. So that's why I'm not wearing shoes. And I'm also my balance is a little better.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I feel a lot more comfortable running around with these guys without shoes. I used to do all alligator shows in Florida where I would swim in the ponds and all that. So I'm really comfortable on my feet.
Where were you in Florida?
South Florida, Everglades Outpost in Homestead.
Yeah, we know it well.
All right, so where'd that little guy go?
Right there.
He's right there?
Yeah.
All right, so this guy right here, he's not that skinny, but you'll give him some. Hey, buddy, let's get him to stop, though. Let's get him to stop because I don't like the behavior that he's doing. I don't like the behavior that he's doing because we don't want to teach him to charge because he's going to be more dangerous to work with. And we don't want this guy, hey, 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 hey. Oh, 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 oh. No. Don't bite your buddy. All right, you don't get rewarded now. You don't get rewarded now.
Charles.
No, don't throw it in here yet. Don't throw it because he's chasing. I want him to stop. I want this guy to stop. Come on, buddy. No. All right, you're getting too bad. You're getting too bad. All right. 80 times over, please. Back in the water. Back in the water. Back in the water. There you go. So, how do you jump fast on bare feet? Guys, that's all the food. If you like that live stream, make sure you're subscribing on YouTube. We were live on YouTube and Facebook. You Facebookers, I need you to support out on YouTube. I need you to go out and follow Colorado Gators on Facebook, guys. I need you to come out to the park and visit all you people online. And thank you guys for being here. And I'm going to take some questions. You can keep live streaming if you want. Maybe people will benefit from the questions. Go ahead. You got a question?
No.
Any guys got questions?
What's the largest one you got in this area?
In this one, probably about, there might be 11 footer in here.
10.5.
Over on the other side, we have Elvis, who's 12 feet. And he's actually right over that corner. You see him when you guys came through in the park?
Not yet.
Yeah, so definitely go by, check him. He's the largest alligator at the park. He's about 37 years old, believe it or not. He's huge.
How old do alligators live to?
They in the wild, it tends to be like around 50, right? But they can live up to, over 70, 80 years in captivity.
Okay.
So maybe even 90. But in captivity, they live longer. In the wild, they have to deal with all these guys. You can see sometimes they get a little fiery. They get a little fiery, chasing after food. Now, one other thing you guys just noticed right here, you see how I scrouched down and suddenly he was more interested in coming? Suddenly my size is a little bit smaller. He's feeling less intimidated. And he's going to approach. So that's something you don't really want to do with a wild alligator, right? You got an alligator chasing you. What's your question?
Where did you rescue Elvis?
Where Elvis was actually one of the original alligators that came here to clean up the tilapia. Because the alligator park actually started with tilapia. And so what happened is there was a lot of scraps. So some alligators were given or they were purchased and they came here to clean up the scraps. And Elvis was one of the first ones. But most of these guys are actually from different from people's basements. We got one from a park, not a park, but a basement that's in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Now alligators are illegal in Santa Fe, in New Mexico, right? Somebody just had it illegal in their basement. And different parks, and there's over 30,000 alligators. Any place you guys see a that allows alligators, there's thousands of alligators in captivity. And even in Michigan. Believe it or not, there's an alligator rescue in Michigan that's got 200 alligators. But people who have them in their basements, they have them in their bathtubs and ponds.
Do people tend to have alligators or crocodiles or like one more or the other? Or?
Well, it's mostly alligators. A crocodile's a little harder to come by. Although Daniel actually, who's our Nile croc, was actually a rescue. I forget where he came from. Andrew, do you know what state Daniel came from?
I could not tell you where
He
Daniel.
actually was a rescue. So it does happen. Once in a while you will have people, but usually they're more illegal. They're harder to get, right? And we don't have them native here either. So
We do have crocodiles and caiman.
We do have American crocs down in South Florida. We do have them.
We have one American croc here, 2 Nile crocodiles, a Morlet's crocodile, and a Siamese crocodile.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of crocs that are in the other building right there too, and then there's some crocs that are outside.
And we saw fish.
No, believe it or not, because you guys come in the park so much and you throw food over, they're really lazy about chasing those tilapia, and those tilapia are pretty fast.
Okay.
Right? So they're pretty lazy about chasing those tilapia. They'd rather actually get the food easy, or have us give it to them right here. And that's another thing. Sometimes people have us come in, when we come in here, it's a little bit of enrichment for them to come out and work for the food, right? Because these guys in the wild, they would actually have to work and they have to like go after food, right? So it helps if these guys get in, they get a little movement, they get some exercise. You guys get to learn about them. Now, one question. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
How big can an alligator's teeth be?
How big can an alligator's teeth be? You know, Andrew's got a really big one in his pocket. You want to show her?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
You want it? You can take that. That's from Elvis.
What do you
Wow.
say?
So this is why you guys should come out to the park. You might get an alligator too. Look at that. How cool is that? They got 80 teeth. They're constantly gaining and losing them. So that one was one that was in his mouth, and it'll just get another one. That one came from Elvis, the biggest alligator over there. It's in the corner. Yeah. One thing I want to ask you guys is, if you're in Florida or you're in Georgia or you're in Louisiana and you get chased by an alligator, what should you do?
Leave Louisiana.
Run.
Run is a good idea.
Make yourself look big?
How should you run?
Huh?
How should you run?
Zigzag.
Backwards so you can see it.
Now, I just heard somebody say zigzag. How many people think zigzag?
Because I think it messes up their.
How many of you think zigzag? How many think straight? How many think you should trip your buddy? You know, zigzag is actually a myth. And I'm going to show you right now why, okay? You want to see? Look, okay. All right. You see where this guy's eyes are mounted, right? Make sure there's no alligators behind me, because I'm going to be running from this one, right? You see where his eyes are mounted? Where do you think he can see the best?
Probably
Here?
sideways.
Well, he's got, if you look at the front of that guy's eyes, he's got the flap right in front, right? They have a little bit of a blind spot directly in front of them. Now, they can still see, don't get me wrong, but they can see a lot better over here, over here. And now he's responding to the vibrations. This other guy's over here too, checking out. So I'm always watching these guys. But your best bet isn't to be over here in their vision. Look, see? Isn't to be over here in their vision. If you're doing zigzag, you're running, hey, come see me, I'm over here, right? Right? You're best off just running straight. Your best off is just actually run straight. I can't run straight because I've been running in the pond right now, right? But your best off is just to run straight from these guys. They're ambush predators, so they usually give up once they don't get their food right away. Although you will see some of these guys chase, right? But your best bet is to just run fast straight away. And the other myth that a lot of people will share is they'll say, if you're swimming along and an alligator comes after you, they can't bite underwater. Yeah, that's totally not true. They can totally bite underwater. They can see better underwater than we can. They actually have a built-in goggle on their eye.
Keeps his balance better.
And if this guy will stop for a minute, I could actually show you. But he's getting all feisty.
Yeah.
Oh, 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 no food. No, 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 no. But yeah, you're better off going underwater because your eyes are on the top of their head. You might be better off swimming because sometimes they'll think you're a duck. They'll just see the top of your head, right? But if they do see you, they can totally bite you underwater. In fact, I know a guy who got his skull almost crushed underwater diving for shark teeth.
What's their land speed?
You know, people will say they can get not that fast. I wouldn't even put it in a. I mean, they can move fast, but their biggest move is right here. When you're in the water right here, and you're doing a lunge, what they'd rather do is do an ambush. From here, popping out of the water, they're pretty fast, and then they can come up here pretty fast.
Watch
too.
behind you.
But you see, oh yeah.
About 10 miles an hour on land.
Okay.
You can see that once they get out here, they're a little bit slower moving.
Okay.
You can outrun them. You can outrun them. Now we're in a little bit tighter space too, where we got alligators all around us. We got more than one, right? But if you're just walking along, just run. The other thing is, you really want to watch out for your dogs and your kids because they're more prey-sized items for these guys. But they will chase if they think they're going to get food. They'll chase anybody, right? And sometimes they don't distinguish strongly between a hand, your fingers, or your feet, right? So, any other questions, guys?
How many pounds of food do they eat a day?
Not as much as you would think.
Here's an interesting fact about them. These guys can go 6 months to a year without eating. They don't have to eat every day, that's a strong survival adaptation that these guys have. They get fed almost every day here, people coming in the park, right? But they actually don't need to eat every day. So that's hard to say. Didn't say a pound. So you could feed them more, right? But they don't really need to eat.
They eat 5 tons of gator chow a year, over 250 alligators. That's their body weight per year. 50 to 60% of their diet comes from that gator chow that they're eating, like I said, and the rest of that is red meat. Yep.
Just see if there's any questions on here, guys. I'm going to scroll through questions on the live. I'm sorry, guys. I was running through alligators most of the time, and I didn't get to answer as many of your questions on the live. But we're going to go and pay attention. We're going to see what kind of questions came through here. All messages. We're going to go to YouTube first. We're going to YouTube first, guys. If you're not following on YouTube too, Facebook people, go out and subscribe on YouTube. Let's see. Say Heather says hello. Shout out to Heather. Yep. Graham says 6 months without eating. Yes, they can. Great. I got a lot of emojis coming on YouTube. They want food. They're hungry. Cool. Shout out to all you guys on YouTube. I want you guys on Facebook to follow on YouTube too. Let's see what's going on Facebook. Let's see what kind of questions we have. Can you hold a baby gator at the farm, Kylie? Yes, you can come. You can come hold a baby gator. We do have some baby gators, and a lot of these people here, right? Can you hold a baby gator? Answer that question, guys. Yeah, you did it. You did it. You held a baby gator today? These guys held baby gators. So yeah.
Come out and wrestle alligators with us. We have the Gatorade experience.
Yeah, so we do have a reptile training where you can learn how to wrangle alligators. It's not really wrestling for although it can be fun, right? But it's for a purpose.
It's something similar to that. You want to do it too? Do you want to do it too?
So Andrews is doing is showing how we catch them and how we basically we'll grab them. If we need to give them medication or anything like that,
for a class.
we can go ahead.
Here, I'll bring you into the water, show you how to catch and move alligators around. If we need to give them shots, we can give them shots. If we need to clean up wounds, clean up
Yeah,
wounds.
so the whole point of the Gatorade class is basically to give care to the ones that need it.
Secret weapon. If the hat doesn't get them away from me, I circle around, jump on them, and
Let's
run
see.
away.
Do we do road shows? No. You gotta come to the park. Justin's watching from Cheyenne, Wyoming. That's actually not that far. You could actually drive here from there, right? It's like 4.5 hours. Come out and visit, Justin. Come out and visit. We got Aloha from Hawaii. We got Michael out there. Got Saz in England. Got Sherry sent 200 stars. Shout out to Sherry. I hope you're still on the line. Thank you so much for sending the stars. Stars are a cool way. If you want to give a little virtual tip to these live streams, you can do that. Sherry sent 200 more. You got like 400 stars. Sherry, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Scott says you love what I do. Thank you. Uruguay's in the house. What's going on, Anna? Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. And make sure all you people on Facebook, go out and subscribe on YouTube. I got 600 videos. They're easy. It's easy to find all the videos out on YouTube. They're on Facebook too, but it's a little harder to find them. So if you want to go watch all the old stuff, go out and check that out. And I'll see you guys all very soon. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this live stream. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share with your friends. It helps in the algorithm. The more you smash that like button, share. Follow Colorado Gators. Let's get the Colorado Gators page. I tagged them. Go out and follow that too. All right.
spread
See you
out
guys.
into different areas, and then their ecological niches kind of characterize them further from that point. So I really couldn't tell you what happened all the way back then. I'm not that researched on it. But that is something good I'll have to look up sometime.
Hey, big guy. Come here.